Alright, new game PogChamp. Game PogChamp. Hello everyone. Let's hop over to a scene where you can see me instead of this one. This one. Woo. Let's make ourselves bigger. However, we are alone in this scene. We can become large and in charge. Maybe a little less large and in charge. That seems a little more fitting. Welcome in. It is for the first time in ages not Ace Attorney on a weekday. It's wild. So sorry for canceling it last minute last week and for being late today. They are entirely unrelated things. The late today is simply because I forgot I was gonna stream. Wait, I am a professional streamer, man. Uh, Tuesday is personal reasons that we will not be going into. But yeah, new game. This one opened rather loudly when I loaded it, with a quote from what's name? The the Epic of Gilgamesh, and I don't remember what it was about. But this game is about learning a language. It's about learning to read. So it's going to be a lot of fun as a Yu-Gi-Oh player. Now, before we get too far into it, I'm going to have to see if audio levels are anywhere near decent. Oh, this game is very quiet, barely audible. There you go, that's a little better. Now you can hear the game. Probably change once we get in there. Hello, Flavor. Welcome in. Always appreciate a good dance. How are you doing, friend? It's been a bit. Oh, there we are. Alright. No idea what's going on here, but I guess you'll find out.
Stories
Yeah.
don't have tidy beginnings. The past is always present.
It's very 2D right now.
But there has to be a spark. Something that brings the past
choice to just not show the lower legs and feet most of the time. Mistress Alia. Mistress Alia Islastra. I have been waiting for you. I've been asked to escort you to Professor Miari. He is very anxious for your arrival. I want to keep. What is this? Oh, this is okay, I see. It's a timeline. Okay. Interesting. So there's something about a holy empire back there. And coming back to Ajax down here. I see. What is all this? Elbereth. I work for Timor. Tree breaks down. Never told Miari what happened to Tree. Get my third robot. Oreo helped launch for Nightingale. Oreo. Okay, so that's our own life. I think. Or at least the planet. Yeah, my birth. Interesting. Okay. Am I in trouble? I'm in trouble, aren't I? She did not say. But I imagine she's simply being welcoming. This way. Did you say what she wanted? Yes. She said she wanted you. And why has she sent you? Did you do something wrong? That seems unlikely. My ethical core protects me from serious error. Maybe I should get one of those. Wasn't the impressions or humans already had them? Somewhere between the first and second vertebrae. What is your name? It is intended to be a joke, mistress. This way. You should know that Professor's urgency is remarkable. Maybe we should keep her waiting. Don't want to be making a habit of impatience. Cannot recommend that course, mistress. Have I got a promotion? Respect, mistress. I think that's most likely. Alright, so I can just keep talking.
I was 15 when Miari rescued me from the slums of Elbereth and brought me here. I'd never seen such luxury or such kindness.
Okay, it appears that one step at a time was a temporary thing. Good. Professor Miari. Alia, Vega. Come in. Came as soon as I got your message. You didn't need to flatter me, Alia. Nonetheless, I'm glad you came. I know your work is important to you. Straight to business. Very good. You are our expert on history. Tell me what you make of this. Brooch. Yes, Alia. But I didn't summon you halfway across the nebula to tell me that. That's certainly old. Empire period. The devices an eagle and a sun. One of the scholars sent this bush to me. Feniki Renba. You know him? Did. Look at the detail. I see them. Ancient markings. I know they're a hobby of yours, Alia. But can you read them? We've got words. I never seen either of these groupings before. But two words have some common elements. They must have related meanings. Well? Holy friend. Beloved. Could be holy emperor. That makes some sense. Hey, it's another bird. Oh yeah, I'm that guy. I love birds. They're amazing. Ah yes. What is that? Are you trying to do the script? Well, friend, to put that here doesn't make any sense. Well, maybe I put that in the other one. No, I can't. The holy beloved could make sense too, as a kind of merit thing. It's Polish. The best you could wing scribble. Holy Emperor? But I'm only guessing. I don't know if that helps at all. The W, okay. Emperor wasn't the type trying to send me trinkets. Some significance to his brooch, but I don't know what. Iniqui told me he'd found something. That was over a month ago. Iniqui isn't like you. He's an Yakshan, through and through. Oh, that's just rude to say. He's soft. You're worried about him. He's important to me. And I didn't know what he was doing after. He told me he was going to a move called Miss Mercy. I can't go hunting that nebula for missing people, please. But you can. That's what you do, isn't it? Find things. Yeah, sure. See what we can dig up. A cruel choice of words, Elia. Come back when you found him, Elia. And Elia, you're taking the robot with you. Thank you, Professor. I long to see the nebula. Oh, and before you go, you should look in on Huang. He was eager to see you. Where is he? But he always is, I imagine. Nose in a book. No, he's rather beneath you. But you could at least say good faith to him. For the benefit of our little community. I'll go and find him. He's down there by the tree. You must have walked straight past him on your way in. Good hunting, my dear. Hi, Faye. Hi, Trix. Welcome in. How are you doing? Yeah, welcome to the Nebula. The audio is so weird. It was louder earlier. This game has some weird audio stuff going on. Can I talk to you? Can we go down, mistress? Oh, okay, apparently you don't want to talk. Can I just say, Mistress Alia, it is wonderful to be accompanying you. Why can't I just be I can just be a dick to him. I don't want to. Oh, yes? Why is that? I find humans fascinating, and you're very different to most here. You've only recently been activated. I'm calling you 6. 6, mistress? I shall remember that. I wonder if I got Miara's translation correct. I think I did. The shape shows this is an Empire piece. Oh, we got Emperor correct at least. There's audio. There is audio. It's just very low. The issue is it was blasting my head off when I first loaded the game. I'm scared that it's gonna do that again if I turn it off. Up. I'm tired, but I'm alive. I guess what. You know, we'll take it. I'm glad that you are alive, first and foremost. It is very different, yeah. It's kind of has a bit of a cutout vibe, like a paper cutout vibe going on. You can't tell because ears go. Ee! I'm so sorry. I shouldn't have made that. That sucks. That sucks. The emperors believe themselves to be gods, so it makes sense for words to be almost the same. Alright, holy seems correct too. But it still doesn't tell me. Where did this thing come from? I will learn the ancient word for holy. This is definitely my type of game. There's lots of timelines here. Alia! I didn't know you were back at the Oaks. How are you, huh? Well enough, well enough. I've been reading all day. I came outside to rest my eyes. There you are. What were you reading? The annals again. You know, Masri claims the Holy Empire was founded by 3 wolves racing to heaven. Each one tore the throat of another, and as they 3 fell to earth. Are you really interested? Absolutely. Oh, come on. Be interested. Alright,
He began to talk with such passion that his eyes glittered.
But I want to hear it.
And he seemed to grow at least an inch taller.
Alia? That's fascinating. There's hundreds of them used like that. Sometimes I think there are 3 stories to explain everything, and none of them agree. Other time I think there's one story that's retold every occasion. I'll walk you to the dark. Do you know Shanikri? Do you know Shanikri Denba? I know Rimba, of course. Well, a little. Why? What did he teach? He's a roboticist. One of the best. One of the few. Did you say dead? Has something happened to Shanikri? I don't know. I'm sure it's nothing bad. Oh my. Before you go, it hardly seems important now, but I found a light of ancient in the annals of Mashri I thought you might like. If you have time for this. Always. Yeah, see what you think. Okay. We can already use a word we've known. Hell yeah. I know one of these words. I'll have to guess the other 2. Give me the Borderlands vibe from the bold eyeliner, the minimalistic color. Yeah, I can kind of see that. It's less cel shaded than Borderlands is, but I definitely see it with the bold lines. Let's see. Empress banished or birds? Don't think it's robot. It could be Empress banished rebels or labors. No. Maybe Empress banished rebels. That makes the most sense, right? Could also be buried rebels, to be fair. Let's go with banished rebels. Empress banished rebel? I think that's correct. It's quite a monster, isn't it? A story from the founding of the Empire itself. I suppose the first Empress was one of your 3 wolves. I best not keep you. I hope you find him. He fucked up awfully quick. Shall we proceed to it? Have you sailed before 6? I have no idea, mistress. But I am keen to find out. So we left the hallowed walls of the university. And we can review the timeline. Can we go back and change our interpretation of stuff? Oh, we can. Okay, that's cool. So I can go, okay, this may be not right, and change it to something else. That's neat. So I actually have to guess my way towards the right words instead of... And I can go back and change it. Aboard the Nightingale. My ship is my refuge, the only place that's truly mine. journey to Mercy should be quick, mistress. I think Mia is went into trouble. As I say, mistress, you should know shortly if we depart. You know about Mercy? Nothing. It's a moon of pigs and rice, mistress. Part of Eox Protectorate, of course. Hopefully we can make a profit on this. That's not a very historian mindset. As it is. It should be quiet, but at least I'll prepare the robes. The robes? How exactly are we traveling? What's this? Is that where we are? This is a silent rumor where the general plus robotics is where it arrived from. We'll go there next. Oh, it also goes. Okay, go. But Mari want me to find a friend. At least try before I go back and said. Okay, so that's where we were, and this is Elbereth. Elbereth is my home. This is where I'm more when I want to sleep well, but not today. Okay, let's go. Yes, I want to sail. Come sail away, come sail away, come sail away. The auction space, sailing to Mercy in the river.
Mayari wanted us to sail to Maerzi. It was a short sail through fast waters.
This is very pretty. You're right momentarily. Oh, he's our GPS. Let's see, the force of the river is fastest in the middle. It's just on the surface it appears the same. There are deeper currents below. Very nice and calming music. This is a little haunting. The Verdant Pass. Is this your ship, mistress? Okay, it doesn't let me steer into them. I can't have a nightingale. I found in a ruined hall in Elbereth, covered in dust. It must have been someone prized possession once. This is what the planets look like. It's mine now. What a weird bit of space. That's Mercy. You can see the greenery from here. Mercy, a farming moon. Rember's here, I need to find him. And if he's not, I need to work out where he went.
We stepped off the ship and into the mud. Mud covered the ground and rock. And everywhere I looked, things were growing from the mud. And some of those things had legs.
Sound like that's unusual. Look at this place. Breathe the air. I cannot breathe, mistress. As you are no doubt aware. Love those chunking pigs. Well then, let's see where Renbas got to. If we're really lucky, he'll have found an old pot. Where do we start? There's a series of rice terraces. If we could climb up away from the water, I should take us to the village. This way then. It really likes taking control away from me.
The air smelled earthy and sweet.
Would you recognize Renba if we saw him? Did you meet him? I believe he activated me, mistress, after I was uncovered. Suspect why Professor Miari assigned me to you. Did I walk through someone there? Nope, okay. Let me walk up. Rainbow's here, someone must have seen him. The place is small and full of people. If I will talk to you, mistress. I will wait out here, mistress. You. Sorry if I startled you. Did just walk into your home. I wasn't crying. Don't tell them I was crying. I won't. Thank you, lady. You are from EX? I was born in Elbreth. But you are from EX. You made any auctions? I recognized your voice, your accent. You told me you might come. Who did? My tall auction. He left something to you. But forgot it. Keep it safe. Did he leave? He said it would show you the way, Miari. Good faith to you. And I hope you find him. Thank you. Even though I'm not Miari. I have to go now. I don't want them to see me talking to you. Most curious, mistress. You heard? But I did not understand. Except that it would seem someone from EX here visited recently. You think there is more to be learned here, mistress? Perhaps we should return to the ship. No one said you think we left something here. With the goddess. Not to find it. We need to talk to some more people. The village center will be at the highest point, lady. The guard against flooding. Thank you. Oh, we saw like a statue here. Okay, I guess. Are all the moons of a nebula like this, mistress? I have seen so very few. Have you ever been to EX before? Ever left EX before? Not for as long as I can remember. What did you make of Renba's brooch 6? One he sent to Miari. I was struck by the craftsmanship. Seems very fine to me. It is an artisanal product. High status. How high status? Hard to say. Possibly very high. Look at this thing. Where is she from? From the material, I would judge it was not quarried here, but most likely close by. Very big, you understand. You can be sure? No. It has been been here long before its various radiation signatures have faded. Alright, Renba. What did you leave and where did you leave it? I left it with the card, so probably around here. I have 4,559 points. App says I have 5k points. Well, no dog for you just yet, but soon. Someone carved something here. Symbols in ancient script. I might be able to translate them. Okay. Oh, this is a related word, I see. These scripts are a little like my word emperor. Oh, I see. So you can actually, so you can actually contrast and compare and contrast like this. That's cool. This is probably goddess, but makes the most sense. But what is this about? This is swirly, so it might be a water goddess. That makes sense considering it's a farming village. I don't think it's snake goddess, that's for sure. Ah yes, the holy snake goddess. That looks like a monkey. Does holy water goddess make sense? There's certainly plenty of water here. He's guarding the most precious resource, keeping it all fertile. This must be the place she meant, surely. I imagine so. Perhaps Rimpa has hidden whatever she has hidden. Yes, thank you. 6. Here. It's almost buried in the grass. A shard of crystal. It is giving water goddess, yeah. Mean anything to 6? It is most curious. The moon does not contain any crystals of this type. What kind of crystal is it? Iolite, mistress.
Not.
Violet. Thank you for the nod, Faye. Is there anyone else worth talking to? I believe. Let's try the village first. Miari's brooch. The stone inside the same as Remba's crystal. Undoubtedly. Evidently come from the same source. Inferred the existence of the new location. Sorry. And can we find that source? With some analysis, mistress. I believe we can. You believe now, mistress? Not just yet. I want to go to the actual village first and talk to the people here. Up this way. Thank you for the hydronaut, actually. Definitely no robots here. No reason for Remba to come here at all. Don't imagine Remba met that woman on EX after all.
This was what passed for a street on Mayerzy. Buildings on stilts, jumping out of the bushes like children. It was so quiet.
Sure. It is quite quiet, that's for sure.
3 paths met at the heart of the village. I could imagine them all, sitting around here in the evenings, sipping rucker and singing. It seemed nice.
That does seem nice. Even if I don't know what rock is. Stranger. Greetings. Greetings to you. Welcome to Mercy. You've come to trade? Do you have to trade? If you do not know that, then you have not come to trade. You're right. Absolutely. I'm looking for someone. Who? Not the Mercians, surely. We are like as ants to you. That is not true. So you are looking for a Mercian. I hope being a Mercian can help. We see strangers from time to time. Mostly they buy the rice. They think they pay well, but they don't. But there's no one here who shouldn't be. Or there wasn't. Good luck with your search. They say never is right. Helpful. Yeah, that's one word for it. Please, I need to talk to you. Is that so? And found this lumber crystal. You are very lucky. You recognize it? No. You found it, after all, and I not. I think my missing man had the crystal. Perhaps it brought him ill luck. I cannot help you with that. You recognize this? Please showing me everything you carry in a little bag. Good faith to you. Fair enough. I am playing a random woman who's just coming into the village, showing him whatever it is I have in my fucking... Come on, Six, let's try this way. Are you ready to go now, mistress? Oh, let's go. Do it. This way, mistress. So we left the warm, wet fields of Mercy. That robot is so damn impatient. Can't let me poke around and figure out what's going on. Remember left the crystal for Miara to find. But what was he trying to tell her? We have to go somewhere, I assume. I'm quite certain it might not be this, mistress. The crystal we found, mistress, and the element inside the brooch originated from a moon somewhere on the edge of a cyclones. I've never been there. No one has. Those are wild rivers. I wonder, what exactly did Remember discover? Better find out. Put out the sail, Six. Oh, I guess this is leading to our opening scene from earlier. Jungle Crystal Remember left. Mercy's come from here. Did Remember really travel this way? I could go looking for the site now. Yes, we are going looking for the site now. What's that? Naki. This game is definitely not leaving me a lot of time. Hey! Thank you so much for the gift sub. Thank you, Trix! I don't know why you gave me that, but thank you. You love the rivers lead to our destination, mistress. Thank you so much. And you gave it to Gwen too. That's great, actually. There are other ships out here. But you rarely see them. Everyone goes at the same speed. Oh, I can't see anything like this. Okay. So no one ever passes you by. Ah, thank you, Trix. Sounds lonely. Why is the music here so somber? People who like to stay underground. I have no idea if I'm going the right way, but you do not like people, mistress? I don't either. That explains a lot. Tell me. Is there anything you do like? That's rude! I like silence. I thought our main character was kind of rude, but this robot's kind of fucking rude. Just chill, she just likes being on her own. That's okay. Oh, missed turning. Uh-oh. Does it reset me all the way? Fast control to 6. It did not tell me I had to turn, though. Oh my fucking god. Where do you want me to go, game? What are the River 6? Flows of oxygen, nitrogen, ice. The velocity keeps them coherent. My findings indicate that the iodide moon is close at hand. Alright, we're searching. Isn't really a lot of places I can look for it, but we kind of have to sweep the sails here to move forward. I think. Like, move as if we are spinning. There's a rock up ahead. What have we found? Above the crystal moon. Why would anyone come to a lonely spot like this? The moon above us is rich in iodine crystals. There is no surface flow. We cannot land the ship. The rainbow must have gone down somehow. Indeed. Most likely he used a hopper. We might do the same. Hopper? The Nightingale is fitted with a hopper, of course, for instantaneous travel. Is it safe? Not really, mistress. No. The moon does not have any air. I'll have to go down alone. I should tell you what happened to my first robot. Or maybe after you come back. I will return promptly, mistress. Oh.
A moment later, the robot was gone. And I was alone in the dark.
Oh, dark is relative. Quiet up here now. It's always just when you get used to robots, they disappear on you. It won't be gone long enough to sleep. Or maybe on the back of Ajax. It can do some sailing for me. Oh, there we go. Mistress. Oh, I found something, mistress. Oh. Brenda hid this box down here? It was a superb hiding place, mistress. But whether it was Remper's doing or not, I could not say. We could take it back to Miari. I do not think Remper is inside, mistress, unless he's carefully arranged pieces. Well, don't joke, Six. I was not joking, mistress. I hope there's no snake in there. That's definitely not a snake. A roll of cloth. Why would Remper hide something like this? He must have had a reason, mistress. His choice of hiding place was extreme. Thick fabric. Antiquity. What is this? Some kind of robe? But it's hundreds of years old. Something stitched along. Belt. Tiny characters poked in with it. I didn't get to see. The dialogue goes a little fast sometimes. This is a long one. Let me think. Holy Emperor. Pilgrim? Maybe? Banished. Holy. We got Holy and Goddess at the end here. Also similar to Banished. I guess that one is the same. Definitely not Pilgrims again. This could also just be we, right? Oh, this sign could mean something like a person, right? Maybe it's we instead, because the first sign means something similar to person. Why is it in holy though? So again, this one, I think it has something to do with person or like a role. This could be citizens or pilgrims. There's this one again. Definitely holy in here. There's probably pray. It could be we pilgrims pray, that would make sense. The word for holy is in here again. I think it is Pilgrim. I could still change my mind, but we pilgrims pray? It's ceremonial roleplay, I suppose. There's more in here. This is a goddess of water model from the bone. Beautifully preserved. Whoever made this didn't add an inscription on the base. This comes from the same side as the robe, I think. Having this should be useful in tracking down where these things originated. That's not all. There's also a figurine fashioned from wood. How did Rimba get his hands on all this? Look at the carvings. Someone took time over this. His head has been inscribed with glyphs, mistress. I got a word. Is that a single word? Most likely not. Ancient scribes didn't always trouble putting in their spaces. I don't think they expected their writing to be read. Oh, Paul is definitely there. Let's see now. So we got this squiggly line with these two. Those are in there and in prey. So maybe they indicate it's an action? Or could be... one. Well, this we don't really have. Maybe it's a concept because of this squiggly line. This one I'm not sure. Light towards holy light. That would make sense with the other thing being a ceremonial robe at least. Toward holy light. Let's see what Huang thinks when we get back to EX. I think it's from a totally different place than the model of robe we found here. In fact, I don't think I've seen anything like this figurine before. This originates from somewhere I haven't previously discovered. Are these leads? Or are these things what Rimba was after? Please wait, mistress. I will consider the matter. You work out where the rope originated? I fear so. It is not a good location, mistress. But Professor Miyari has keen to be found Mr. Rimba. And I am sure Master Rimba is equally keen to be found. Is there somewhere else offerers? I'm not exactly certain, mistress, but I believe Rimba traveled far from home, into the eye of the cyclones, and most likely the winds tore him apart. Okay. Sure. Well, here we go. Nicaragua found something, possibly deep in the swirling hearts of the cyclones. Still more to find, and it's Rimba waiting to be found. I know enough to find the site. Okay, yeah, that looks very safe. Very, very safe indeed. Mistress, I think the site of Rimba's cache may have been a quarry. No one would come out here just for stone. It was most likely not always so inaccessible. Also, I believe the stone was the same as used in the goddess statue of Mercy. I'm not sure who is who when we are in this thing here, so I'm just gonna... Hold on, Sex. I cannot hold on, mistress. We're in one piece. That was fast. We appear to be. We got a ruin! structure is barely intact, mistress. There's nothing here to find. Ah, I wanted to explore it. I have been analyzing the pebble round before the Respers 2 just, mistress. The fabric appears to be of significant age. Another rabbit. The whole area is wild. Better check the hole when we next land. Especially with how poor I am at dodging these things. Come from somewhere else. That's clear. But where? Ah! It's a place where Rempa is. I cannot analyze for that, mistress. Our data suggests the eye of a cyclone should be in this vicinity. The water droplets go left. Cannot see which way to turn on this branch, mistress. I have to choose one and explore. Well, there certainly is something there. I see it. There's something up ahead. A moon? There's air, but no upriver, mistress. We'll need to leave the ship here and hover down. Please do not be alarmed. It is quite safe. You just told me it wasn't safe. I'm not sure I trust this robot with my health. Will Rempa be waiting for us here in the center of the storm?
The hopper fired, and for a moment I was gone. Not aboard the Nightingale, not on the moon beneath. It could have been a heartbeat or an hour. But I didn't feel the cold until I reappeared.
A pile of rocks, mistress, smashed together by waters. Seems Yannick had a taste for a place like this. My feeling about this one. Whatever Rempa was after, we're close. I hope he will be grateful when we find him. We are taking considerable risk. This way. Perhaps Rempa is waiting for us just around this corner. We can hopper him back to the Nightingale. This chapter of my life will be done. I am so eager to be done. Perhaps, mistress, perhaps. We can only hope. For this I can just look at the inscription. We know Emperor and Holy for sure. Do we have anything new on this one? Not really. I have to go with what it is right now. Hold it. 6. What's that?
Here, in the middle of the hurricane, there was a house. It was fine. Tucked in below the overhanging rock. Wooden beams, mud brick walls, shutters. Large enough for 2 families to argue over. It would have been measly on Iox and grand on Elbereth. But here, it was impossible.
Someone built this? Buildings do not occur naturally, mistress. Thank you, 6. How did Yannick find it? I hope we can ask him, mistress. It rolled over the wall here. Please, mistress. The floor beyond could only give way beneath you. The floor looks like stone to me, 6. So it is heavy and more likely to fall. That's not how that works. Do you see any other way in? No, neither do I. Goes. The floor seems fine enough. 6. Where did the robot go? Oh, 6. I guess he just fucked off. So robots abandoned
The
me for once.
ghosts were still here, cooking, reading, doing whatever ghosts do. The house was empty, but it hadn't been abandoned.
Look at this place, Aaliyah. No one should live here. Couldn't. There's an inscription here. It's old, barely visible. Crashed into a plaster. Oh, that's complex. I think that confirms this is we. Multiples here. I think this is I. Because it's person and then one thing and then the you. Which probably indicates that it's a personal pronoun. What do we have here? We have the middle one from Emperor. I wonder what that means. Guarded? Maybe? This is a person of some description. Could be a stranger goddess. He's not. It could be a beloved as well. Do we not have another one that says goddess? It wasn't this one. It would probably have the sign for holy in it if it was goddess. Maybe we guarded, defended, beloved. I guarded a beloved. I think it's still a person because of this thing, specifically. It could also be I fear death, but it's too easy, isn't it? Guarded, beloved. Beautiful example of a script. Maybe I barely understand it. The angle is interesting too. Backed by someone lying down. Hardly comfortable. Whoever built this place wasn't worried about making it cozy. A service building then, maybe? Locked. Or blocked. Or both. That's not where I'm walking. I built something as big as this up here. What's it for? Oh, well, there's 6. Mistress. It is good to see you intact, mistress. How do you get back down from that arch? I could not climb over the wall, so I drove myself off the cliff edge. Once I had dug myself out of the sand, I found a door. Now you understand why I keep losing robots. They're always doing stupid stuff like that. But, I can't think why it would keep giving me robots. Every time I break I lose one, but give me another. Must take my safety very seriously. University cares for your well-being, mistress. I wonder if this door is jammed. Or if it might open. Jars. Oh, a painting. Look at this. Swirls and flows. These are rivers. The detail. Who lived here? Who drew this? These look like the rivers of Ghostwake. But no one goes to Ghostwake. Is that an inscription? It seems so. More characters in ancient script. Written out into one, it seems. This one is a phrase. Run together. Not this one. This is me, yeah. Feeling confident about the translation of me. Hell yeah, we got that right. Take me here? Take me home. Got that thing, this thing. Doesn't really seem to have anything in common with anything. I'm not sure about these words, as I don't love it. Take me home? Here. It's a different place, but it could be home. Does take me home work? Is this where whoever lived here came from? No one comes from Ghost's Wake. Well, could be that your understanding of the past is severely lacking. That's definitely blocked off. This looks interesting. Beautifully made. Much nicer than everything else here. I estimate it to be hollow, mistress. Something inscribed on the lid. Might be a clue as to what's inside. Oh, we got just a little thingy. More words I don't know. Doesn't have anything to do with holy, does it? No. The secret remembers my translation of towards. Off? I think it has to be some kind of small word. Something often used because it is part of a lot of other words. Maybe off? There's a lot of something here. And that's in we too, so it indicates something great or a lot of something. Proof couplet value. Water here. For now, we can just say doesn't tell us anything, and this word could easily be wrong, and it's the only thing it really has anything in common with. I mean, if this is light shining down, it could be. So maybe it is treasures of great value. Treasures of great value. Miari will be most excited by this find, mistress. Whatever proves to be inside. Something to put a smile on Miari's face at least. Last. Maybe this will make up for the being no sign of Remba. Let's see if I can shift it. Versus. Can't even get my fingers under the lid. Open Advent 6. Not locked, mistress, but stiff. And I lack fingers for leverage. So you have an attachment for prying. Something you stick into your arm socket. The first robot had those. Perhaps I could find something on the ship. Maybe there's something around here I can use. Of course, if this coffer is locked, it means nothing to do with Rempa. Didn't open it. That is logical, mistress. But the coffer may relate to its place and significance. A workbench. Whoever lived here would have needed to be self-sufficient. Then they would have needed water, mistress. Good enough. There's something up there. A blade? A dagger. A little corroded, beautifully crafted. And with an eagle and a sun on the hilt. And here's an inscription on it. I can barely make the letters out, it's so tiny. There's a lot of those. This one is several words. We definitely got Emperor here. But this one? us over there. Something's gone wrong. I must have used the wrong words. Oh, rude. This is definitely Emperor. Could be that one. Holmes isn't the right one, I guess. Okay. I believe you can be confident of relation for us now, mistress. I was pretty confident of that already. Protects. It makes sense if it protects. Maybe illuminates as well. It doesn't have the shining down thing, so I don't think it's illuminate. This thing could mean something like a home and a house. And like this is away from it. And does have this one. I think protects makes sense here. All makes sense. A lot of sense. It has a lot of those things. And maybe the circle means to encompass lots of things. Emperor protects us all. I'll do for now. Oh, that will help us unprival it. I might be able to snap the lock. It's just, is it moving? Definitely sniffing. Here goes, man. I forgot it. The dagger shattered. That was Empire period too. Oh. Let's see.
And there it was, just lying there. The greatest treasure I ever found.
6. Look at this.
From inside the coffer, from the distant past of the Nebula's once great empire.
Incredible.
It was a crown.
The eagle and sun motif. Just like Shindy Chris Bruce, the Mark of Empire. Could this be the crown of EX itself? What's this crown doing out here? Was to see the power here? This place, it doesn't seem possible. Something written along the rim. Got one of the words in my notebook, but I can take a chance of the rest of them. Oh, this is a lot of stuff. All. Definitely has a one for all in there, but this one is new. Could be endless or forever, maybe. This doesn't seem to have anything. River, maybe? There's this thing again. It's so short. What? What's this one? Oh, this one is of light we made forever. Maybe on rivers of light we sail forever. That makes the most sense to me, at least. On rivers of light we sail forever. Fuck. Is the crown what Viari wanted us to find? Is what she's sent out here looking? Brenda too, perhaps? Mistress. I'll have to tell her, mistress. Her motives hardly matter.
After the dead air of the house, it was good to see the sky again.
We have obtained 2 ancient artifacts here, the dagger and the crown. Also, we learned enough to locate from the new location side of the moor. Suggest we take the crown to Viari directly. We must also inform our theory about Rimpa. I'd like to activate the hopper now. Personally. There must be more to this place. I want to know who lived here. So Hopper is a teleporter. A short distance teleporter, mistress. There's something carved above the door. Hmm. Is this round thing again? If these little squigglies. This thing. Hmm. All closed again, maybe? Doesn't make sense for that to be over a house, right? All live. I think the double circle means something a bit of again. Does all live again work? That's a loop blessing. I believe everything that dies returns to the rivers to be reborn. Oh, another inscription. There's an inscription here. Oh! There's a few words on this one. Don't zoom in on her bot. But light of... Certain from a translation for light is great now. Hell yeah! I wasn't certain of that one. Little tick mark is definitely off. We got those right. At least one word to guess. Light of day, maybe just? Light of day? Can't have been much light here. Not in all this fog. You just fell off that? It is not so far, mistress. Oh, okay. Don't think Shaniqua found the Crown 6. I do not think that the coffer has been opened in at least 500 years, mistress. But he must have known it was here. Why else come? Something carved on the rock here. We're just finding a bunch of inscriptions. I'm glad we didn't go back. This one is a phrase run together. Got water, at least. Don't want water again. But us. That's a word for water. Short, simple, and must be a pictogram. Now let's take a stab at that new word. Water joins us, maybe? Connects us? Could also be heals us, but makes sense too. But I think connects us with what we have gathered about the religion so far. Water joins us. I can barely see the rivers above. Yet there's something here. Which makes me wonder. What else is out there waiting to be found? Mistress, please. We should not linger. If anything were to go wrong out here, we would never be found. You are so nervous. Someone could come looking for us. We are looking for Shaniqua, aren't we? Shaniqua is Miari's friend. Are you? Honestly, I have no idea. Stone pedestal. With someone in it. He seems familiar. The same as the statue of Mercy. Indeed, mistress. Mistress, you recognize her by the hat. Could you tell us about this place? And there's some inscribed tiny symbols. They're impossibly small. There's one in several words. Definitely have a goddess one here. Off. I can add to my relation to goddess from my diary. Hmm. Something with take, definitely. I don't know this last one at all. This one is weird. This seems to be around concepts, those two. Hmm. Harvest? Makes some sense. Goddess of Harvest. The shrine itself was made of stone, but it's not the same stone as the moon itself. Is it older the building? The outer structure is certainly, but the stone pillar, no. The building here is a significant older than the pillar. How would you say the pillar was? Mid to late Empire period, mistress. Moving it to the moon must have been difficult to tell where it's from. Not immediately, mistress. Important ritual object. Obviously, it's significantly more valuable than the goddess we found within. If we can find where the shrine came from, maybe we can work out whose crown we found. Oh, there's so much here to explore, actually. What the fuck? I thought it was just gonna be the little house. Is this channel natural? I don't think it is. Fuck out. There must be a wellspring here. A feeble one. One that requires every drop to be used. Oh, there's one. There's another inscription. Guess it was a late addition to the building. Emperor's. Second one looked like anything I've seen before. And there's some words I've found before that might help. If we go with this being forever, then this is probably eternal. I think it's R, because that makes a coherent sentence. Emperors are eternal. Emperors are eternal, making sense. Emperors here? What were emperors doing out here? Someone lived out here. They irrigated the land, prayed. Here in the eye of the cyclones. Kind of hermit. We dark in there. Remember? Nothing. Oh, okay. I guess we're not allowed to go in there. Unfortunate. What about up here? This looks like this. Looks like there's something up there at least. What's that smell? By all the moons and water. Well, someone definitely crashed here. It's a ship. I mean, it was a ship. The Rimpa Crusher? Blackened. Presumably the ship was burning as it fell. Rimpa didn't carbon down. He landed his boat. Tried to. Else he wasn't able to return. There are traces of an explosive propellant miss. I suspect Master Rimpa intended to detonate himself off the moon. This was the hole. It must have been an explosion, mistress. Shaniqua himself? Mistress, there is no hope. Shaniqua must have been sailing when it fell. Cannot possibly have survived. You are such a little fucker. What do we do now? Return to EX and inform Professor Miyari, mistress. Suppose. I always assume we'll find Rimpa. Assume. Oh. We'll find something. Not just wreckage. We have found something, mistress. But what this place is and why it's important, Perhaps you can take the matter up with Rempa in his next life, mistress. Why are you so grim? What the fuck is wrong with you, robot? Is there a way down? There might be more clues down there. I do not believe it would be wise, mistress. Indeed, I believe it would be quite real. Fire must have burned up a lot of the air. The remaining atmosphere is thin, mistress. Still, I believe the fire extinguished before consumed the whole ship. Must have burned for days. What do you tell me, Miari? The truth, surely, mistress. Kanekwi is gone. What can't I figure out is this? What was Rempa doing finding ancient sites? Must have been following some kind of trail, mistress. But how the trail began, where it was leading him, most unclear. Perhaps he was looking for more robots. EX must be running low. Especially since we keep giving them to you. Wow. So robots seem to not be something they make or something they find. Mistress, exactly how many robots have you lost? Just keep giving me more. Never understood Professor Miari. No, she brought me to Ajax from orphanage of Elpereth, and she keeps giving me robots when I keep losing them. I really don't know where she gets out of it. Perhaps she likes to be kind, mistress. But to the robots, clearly. I'm not convinced. The channel comes up from the rock. The wellspring must be down there somewhere. The spring is dead now, mistress, and you are breathing the last air this moon has to offer. Kanekwi is not here, mistress. Neither is anyone else. Are you ready to go yet, mistress? Soon, not yet. What is a wellspring anyway? A source, mistress. A source of what? Commonly water. Also air. Oh, something underwood. Something wedged under here. You still survive the fire. Please, please, don't be an arm. It's not an arm. Beautiful crafted golden compass. Guess it dates back to the early empire. This must have been aboard Unique's ship. Another of his finds. An heirloom, maybe. There's a look to it. Something that was old even when it was used. There's something etched on the casing. More words, my favorite part. Let's go. This one has broken fragment from even longer phrase. You have this. They all make sense. Home. I'm sure my translation is sail is correct for now. Hell yeah. And home must be correct too. Sail or home. But it does have part of the towards one, so it makes sense. I guess I just have a lot of them right. I'll change my mind, but sail for home. Comes from the same side as the figurine. The one discovered on the side of Rempa's cache. This new find should help us locate the source. Hell yeah. Show me more! I want to know everything. This is exactly my kind of game. It scratches a very fun itch. Slowly piecing together history. This is the historian brain coming through. It brings me back. Mistress, when I see an artifact, I can position its origin point in radiation markers, but I am at loss to understand how you do it. There's nothing we can do here, Six. Nothing at all. Oh. On our way back. Water would have run down the channel, right past the house. Imagine having a stream of your own. A bad way to live. If you can withstand the soul-crushing loneliness. No, I don't know why I didn't think of this earlier. But there can't have been many trees here to use. The wood must have been brought in. Brought from Mercy, maybe? That seems likely, mistress. Take us back to the ship, 6. Stand by, mistress. Whee! What is this supposed to show us? Oh, I guess you fucked the television.
Darkness.
This is not the Nightingale. 6. I hate robots. I hate them. They always do this kind of thing. Right before you give them a speech about how it was for their own good. Mistress, you're about to step on a small ant. Ethical codes require me to lock you inside this packing crate. It's cold in here. Oh, there he is, drifting. There you are. Where's your head? Miari. 6, is everything alright? You followed me, Lexi. As I thought you might. Because you knew. Because you were always known. I'm not Miari. Miari did not come. She would not face me. I thought so. She lies. She is not who she says she is. And who does she say she is? She calls herself the highest of the high. She who knows the people. But she is nothing, I know it. Tell me to find Shaniqua Rimba. There isn't time. I found something. Something that matters more than her lies. Tell Lexi there's a great darkness, an all-consuming hungry darkness, and it is coming. Darkness? There is an ancient place, an observatory. It is watching, and it holds wires of our fate in a observatory. I will find it before the world is lost. The robots know, but they don't remember. Someone long ago made certain they would not remember. Remember, how do I help you? Oh, well, takes us back. You have my apologies, mistress. I do not understand the question. 6. Yes, mistress. I observe we are not back on the Nightingale. There must be something wrong with the hopper. I will look into it. This way, mistress. Oh, I suppose we are finding our way out. Don't remember how you ended up in here. Hoppers can't misfire due to imperfections. The eye aboard the ship is quite old. I see where we are now. Although I still don't see how we got in there. You have found one more by storms or magnetic fields or anything like that. What else would they be? What if they were drawn by a painter with a brush? How would such a thing be done? Imagine a ship dragging flows behind it, flower drags out of furrow, tapestry of cloud and smoke. The wellsprings drive the flows, mistress. Don't tell me you believe in wellsprings are natural. They exist in nature, mistress. Going to rest it. Very good, mistress. I believe I can handle the ship. Back to EX. Back to EX. Yes, mistress. Just tapping out real quick. There we go. Well, we got new stuff to show them at least.
After the empty house in the cyclones, Iox felt positively busy.
Alright, let's take a look through some of the inscriptions we have. So the brooch we have, Emperor. That's the passage. Maybe we have some more context for it now. We do have sail. At least these. They might be the rivers. Or like indicative of rivers. That makes sense as a pictogram. Could be buried as well because this is in treasures. Some implication there. But this is in home, which speaks for banished. Definitely people. I think we need more context for this. Statue. This one we are pretty certain of. Yeah. We found two. Purple robe we haven't figured out yet fully. Definitely has Emperor and Goddess in it. But the little one from Joins. But this thing again. Could be citizens instead. It does have Goddess in there, which makes some religious meaning make way more sense. Anyway. I'm sure Professor Mayar will be most keen to see the Crown Mistress. Doesn't need to know about that. He asked about Rimba, so we'll tell her about Rimba. Mistress, must I remind you, Professor Miari is the head of your department. What do you think of the sculpture? It has a pleasing balance to it. Worth the time it took to make it, do you think? Are there people in Elbreth who don't eat? Are your own exploits worth the time they take, mistress? Should we not be making history rather than revealing it? Be quiet, Six. Where do things in the well come from? They come from the well, mistress. I do not understand the question. Here. Get out of my office this instant. Professors, but you. Get in here, or I'll tell the doggers to slash the ropes on your precious ship. Apologies for the shouting, mistress. Replicate the total pass of delivering mission. You think she would do it? Cut the Nightingale adrift. You'd like me to impress on you the idea that she would. I don't love the sound we're doing here. What is wellspring never run dry? Some certainly do. Whether they must or must not, I do not know. If they can last a long time. That's a I believe I might have encountered what we are calling a bug. No, I don't think you are having an audio glitch. I think the game is having a bit of a glitch. Last saved 2 minutes ago. We are going to reload the game. Sorry. Give it a second. Might be very loud on the opening. Oh, it's not. Thank God. Leona Robot 6 have found the smoking break of Yaniki Retrievers, along with a final message from Professor Miyari. Roboticist was looking for an ancient observatory called the Vault, claimed to prevent great darkness from overtaking the nebula. Alright, so I'm glad that we Yes, move beyond. We try again. This time we just walk up there in silence. People rely on them, but no one knows what they are. Is she gonna yell at me? Aaliyah, you're back. But I don't know if I want to ask you what you found. Maybe you don't, Professor. It's not good news. I am not a child. Just tell me what you saw. We found a crystal. Remember found it first and left it on Mercy. For you. Same crystal as was in the brooch. And where's he now? He's dead, Professor. The ship blew up as he tried to leave an off-river moon. Interesting. You're certain? We are quite certain, Professor. Did you go anywhere except Mercy? Followed his trail. That's how we found his ship. It will be in full report, Professor. But Rember appeared to be investigating about an amateur off-river. You followed him. What did you find? Someone had lived out there once. Found a ruined building. A hermit from Mercy, I think. Nothing more? One other thing happened. Mistress? Go on. The harbor malfunctioned. And I almost was stuck in a cave. Oh, frightful for you. I assume Six did not rest until you were rescued. The situation was unduly dramatic, Professor. Well, I'm certain you're in one piece all the same. So perhaps Rember found something and shared his fate. Professor, I fear Mistress Aaliyah is not being entirely honest. Iron 6, I'll show her. You might want to sit down for this. This is what we found on that moon. Beautiful. You know what it is? Oh, it's a crown. I'm so glad we pay a stipend. It's only a crown. Almost certainly the crown of the Emperor's EX. Was when EX fell. As you should know, I might add. Imagine you lifting this from the ashes of the latest Emperor himself. Yet Rember found him, a roboticist. Wonder how he did. Do you want to keep it? It belongs on EX of. Well, here, this is your moment. Off you go and do it. Have you heard anything about an ancient observatory? That is a curious question. Oh, never mind, it's not important. Of course. I'm always interested in your discoveries, as you know. Please, Alia. Leave me to think, my dear. But okay then. But I didn't really want to leave the compound. Oh, one last thing, Alia. Tell me honest. How are you finding your new companion? Are you working well together? I'll lose this one too, Professor. You know I will. Are you sure you don't, Alia? Robots are valuable things, Alia. I want to know immediately if anything happens to this one. Oh, that's clear. You worry so much. No, I do not.
I didn't exactly lie to Mayari about what I'd found. But I didn't tell her the whole truth either.
Pretty much, yep. Time to go, mistress. More to do here. Want to talk to Wang as well. So really dug out of a wall on EX? I believe I was removed from my wall. The exact events are hazy. In the library?
The library is a quiet spot to think.
Oh, yes.
Except when Huang's in there. Which, of course, he always is.
But it's never quiet then. Alia, you're back. Did you find Remba? Well, let's just say he's not coming back. Really? Did he go native of the Wild Moon? I've heard there are places out there where people go get up to all sorts of things. Sounds like you've been reading too much again. There are books in there that give a claim all sorts of things. Moon of ghosts, moon ruled by bird god, jungle of tree made of teeth. Most moons are just people trying to get by. Most, though. Except most. Bad news, isn't it? About Remba. He's dead, huh? Oh. Are you sure? Did you know him well? No, not really. But I mean, professors. They're supposed to die in soft chairs watching the fountain. Listen, Huang. What was this Maswai you've been reading about? He was a sailor from maybe 20 loops ago. He was a traveling monk, mistress. He was a traveling monk, mistress. How old was this book of yours? Somehow really old. But not, not ancient. They date back to the first empress or so. Have you found any artifacts you want me to look at? Quite a few. Of this Prussian axe. What do you make of this? A nice hairpiece. I've not seen anything quite like it. Something written on the back. In ancient script. Let's see. First one I've seen before. The descriptive word from the word for God. Are you sure? First one ever is. You see it on a lot of these ruins here in Ajax. All is correct. Let's go. The Burj is classic Holy Empire, of course. Equal and Sun. Older and more ancient than more naturalistic birds. Oh, they seem too heavy to me. Heavy brooches hold up heavy cloth, light brooches hold up light cloth. They must have belonged to someone important. You want me to archive a brute? Take it. Good faith to you. I'll be back shortly. Oh, well. Look around then. I'd heard Wang's feelings if I said so. These books are all recent. Most of the last 50 years or so. Nothing worth interacting with? Fortunate. And Huang fucked off. somewhere. Where did he go off to? Are you ready to go yet, mistress? I guess we can always talk to Wang Tong our time. Let's leave. This way, mistress. So we left the university. I went off on new adventures. Yay! I love new adventures. Time to move on. I've already the ropes, mistress. Up more. Got some stuff to do around here as well. This the return we figure out out of amateurs. Next. Go here first. Technically, Rampant's trail led us to a painted map and a stone wake. As we find some answers. To sail around here and try to figure more artifacts. I should investigate other leads until I know something else. Let's go. Actually, let's go to back here and give them this thing back. Probably theirs anyway, and they might be able to tell us something about it. Maybe they won't be quite so hostile to me this time around.
We set course once more for Maerzi. I found myself looking forward to it. It was a good place, despite the people. It was everything Elbereth could have been.
Look out there, 6. Evidently it is indeed beautiful, mistress. It is very pretty, yeah. You should turn right ahead, mistress. I know, thank you. This is exactly the kind of game I was hoping it would be. So how did you end up in a hole on the X? I have no idea, mistress. I do not know when I was buried, or what I had done to deserve it. Professor Miyari assures me it is part of the Great Blue. So there's definitely something cyclical about the religion, which might be inherited from the time of the Empire. Considering the amount of circles we find in the script. But I could just be jumping to conclusions as well. Hope they want the statue back. Maybe they want the figurine back.
The soft, wet wind of Maerzi hadn't seemed gentle before. I could see it now. Maybe Remba really had liked this place.
It does seem like a nice place. Cozy, maybe a little low poly, but not really gonna blame that on the game. Definitely her, isn't it? Definitely. Quality of the comic is poor, but there are unmistakable details. Oh. Where are we going? Okay, I guess we're going in here. Dix, what do you know about the Loop Temple? I know little of the Loop, mistress. The Loop priests claim that life is a great cycle. They believe that all that happens has happened before. Literally happened? I think we've had this conversation before. I believe that is the idea, mistress. Something scratched here. An emblem Ajax. Suppose this is where the Mercian leave got good fire actions supreme. This is true. The probability of it is incalculable, mistress. There's no
I had the
meaningful
clay
data.
figurine with me, in my bag, wrapped up safely in a cloth.
I wonder if you could tell me about what I was doing out here. Did Brenda take it from here? Or someone else? Oh, we're back. Thank you for skipping the needless walking game. I appreciate that a lot.
Everything on Mayerzi was as we'd left it. The flowers still bloomed. The water still bubbled.
Greetings once more, stranger. Tell us quickly, did you find your man? The remains of the ship. I am sorry for your loss. Thank you. I brought you something. Banya, where did you find this? On a distant moon by a ruined house. In the middle of a hurricane. This is a hermit's effigy, given to a hermit when they go out alone. Remind one place to keep in birth. Here, it opens. Do you see inside? Ooh, another script. There's a few words in this one. At us. Waters there. At us again at the end. No good. Not enough for me to guess the rest. I have to hope I see the sequence again. Waters, us. I'll do for now. Nonsense. I'm only sure of a few words in ancient. Let me show you. This word, to separate. Oh, okay. Nice. And this, to connect. Oh, I think that makes sense with what we found earlier. How do you know? But all is lost. All that is lost is lost. You remember pieces. We will put Kibanya back to Well Shrine. He prefers the damp. He has been on a long journey, I think. Wait, something fell out. It's here in the grass. A part of the figurine? No. Quite evident, mistress. That is Repska foil. What is Repska foil? You have never seen the internals of a robot, then? What does it do? A Repska foil carries detail, like one of your fingerprints. The foil is yours, if you want it, Ayosha. Hope you find it of value. Good faith to you, good lady. Interesting. But did Renta hide the Repska foil inside the Mercian statue? He left it on the rocky moon to be found, and sent the proof to Miari to lead her on the trail to find it. And maybe it's connected to the last Emperor's body. Maybe it isn't. But if that was Ren's plan, mistress, why not simply send the foil? We need to find out what's on with foil. Elbreth, then. A touching scene, mistress. Perhaps we should return to the ship now. Let's get out of there. This way, mistress. So we left the surface of Mersey with farming move. Once again. The foil, mistress. I do not immediately recognize where it was produced. Can you track it down? I will triangulate the origin of the foil as best as I can, mistress. Early Empire period meal. Okay. Oh, let's move on. Mistress, we are receiving a message. It is from Professor Ferrari. What for? I was not awaiting permission. Alia, where are you? Professor, what can we do for you? This isn't a social call. I wanted to let you know we're having a celebration for Renba here at the university. You don't have to attend, but I thought I'd let you know. Celebration? He's dead. Yes, I know he's dead. What kind of celebration did you think would be happening exactly? Now, are you coming? Come home, Alia, right away. That is all she said. Oh, I guess we are going there. Very good, mistress. Where shall I take her? Breath pass. I'll be going back to Ajax, I guess, immediately. We're just ping-ponging back and forth between the university at this point. Because she won't leave us fuck alone. Remember's funerals, Buster. What do you think, 6? I believe they are just beginning, mistress. Not too late, then?
Not.
Thank you for the nod, Ian. I believe our timing is perfect, mistress. Here, quickly. Mihari was waiting for it to arrive. We weren't sure you really were coming. Or was she waiting for me? Honestly, you're worries about your soul, Alia. Nothing wrong with my soul. I've got it safe in a box somewhere. Shall we go down? Remember wasn't my friend. That doesn't matter. He's sailing the rivers. You have to come. Did we just believe the soul sails the rivers? Where else would people go? Maybe you aren't sure about the loop. Damn it, it takes faith. The Renbat believed. No, I'll come. Alright, well, I'll come. I'll wait here, mistress. Try not to rust. I will lick myself clean, mistress. This way, Alia. Nico was a great believer in the Great Loop. You believe in it, Juan? Of course. The loop makes sense. Does it though? I don't know if it does. He's just a little superstitious. Try to keep your head bowed. Here she comes. Friends, colleagues, brothers and sisters, thank you for coming. Today we recommend our brother Shaniqua Renbat to the waters. Who's the lady? I recognize her. I think that's Renbat's mother. I wondered if you knew her. She's an operative. Would have me alright to invite her? But of course you'd invite her. Wouldn't you expect your mother to be at your funeral? Unique remember was our friend. Have you ever had bats? Faye, our teacher, for some are confident, others inspiration. He was left too soon, but we trust he will be returned. Remember often traveled to Elbereth to see his family. Just like you in that way. Don't have any family. Never knew with my mother. Ever. Think you'd have one return? I don't really know. My mother was a carpenter. He made a lot of chairs in this place. Pretty proud of me. Nico's departure is a deep loss of the university. His work here has changed our little community more than most may know. When his absence, however brief, that will be truly felt. I feel like remarking now would be kind of disrespectful. Just stand quietly, hold perspective.
My Ari paused a moment and then emptied something out of the hourglass.
Remember begins another journey around the loop. As we remember him, so he sails the rivers above. He really believes this? Of course. What do you believe?
The people began to sing. The words were weird and old. The sound drifted up and away into the nebula. Maybe Remba could hear us. Maybe not. Didn't matter. It was beautiful anyway.
Yeah. I'm sorry, what is that submissive robot doing there? He's just chilling. What do you have against 6? He's just being helpful. And occasionally fucking up our teleports. Those that are gone will return. Those that return will depart.
The chanting died away. There were echoes. Then they were gone too.
Friends, thank you for coming. Unique will be grateful for your support.
The people began to murmur, then to talk.
Oh. Aliyah, a beautiful service, don't you think? First funeral. Not your first. What did he mean by not my first? Hello, Aliyah. Talking about Velu. Faith. Good faith. Good faith to you. You Shaniqua's mother. I think he's coming back. I can't understand it. Maybe well, I think. My son was one of them. In the end, he was happy here. Did you know my boy? Let's be nice to her. He was well liked. Was he? Such a sullen boy. But I can't believe he's gone. It was hard to stop so young. Here. See you met Enid. Mistress Elastra here is one of the most gifted thinkers. Please, I'd like to spend some time with my boy. I barely saw him when he was alive. Of course. The lovely Yuri. That is sufficient. But thank you. And thank you for coming. I know you're skeptical of the Great Loop. What is the loop really? I hear people talk about it, but I don't really understand. It isn't popular in Elbereth, I know. People there don't want the future to replicate the past, but it does. The world is full of cycles. The nebula itself is a cycle. Everything sustains everything in perfect harmony. The loop is why your job is so very interesting. Past is important. The past defines us. The stories we tell about the past are what shape who we are. You think you're studying the past, but you're doing more than that. You're studying the future. And there was an Elbereth. Indeed. Did you think you were the only shining jewel from the mine? You work with machines there? That's where my predecessor found him. Recognize Empress gift immediately. Quite a different story of your own, so you will agree. They all do be kind of rude to me, but that's okay. Elia. My dear, come see me in our office if you want to. Or not, I guess. Right. Look at this place 6. Looks modern, but it's ancient. Here and there, bits of architecture go back thousands of years. Doesn't it bother you? That you don't know where it came from? I understood you were an orphan, mistress. Does that not bother you? Of course it does. But orphan children aren't like robots. They're common. Everyone knows how children get made. Indeed, mistress. Orphans are a waste byproduct. Jesus Christ sakes. Orphans are not a waste byproduct. What is your problem? I guess that is one way to describe orphans. But he's a little insensitive. Yeah. Alright, Miara, you wanted to see me. Alia, I wanted to thank you for coming to the service. Rather appreciated having another Elbereth there. Professor, why was Rembler exploring the nebula? He must have known why he left Eos. I did know, at first anyway. I'm sorry I didn't tell you, Alia, but you didn't trust me. I'm not the easiest person to talk to. About my beliefs. They are Rembler's belief too, you know. What did you make him do? Understand the loop, Alia. Even if you deny it, you understand that everything which happens will happen again. Everything which happens has happened before. Is that what to do with Rembler? Before, Alia. EX fell, Alia. The Empire collapsed. Our protectoress is the Empire of old, and fall will come again. And if you are not ready for it, you will not survive it. And Rembler was investigating the fall. That's correct. That's what Rembler was doing out there for me. Trying to learn how the fall will occur. Rembler found something inside one of the robots. Inside? He found a way into a robot. Into its core. The robot told him something. Led him to digging something on a moon on the Elbereth. He hired laborers from the Elbereth markets to do the work. Then I heard nothing until he sent me that brooch. But the robot knew about the fall, Alia. The robots know everything. The robots might know, but they can't remember. 6 barely remembers being woken. Rewoken. Robots have no memory of what came before. Before we were buried. Here we were clean. I don't think a robot can truly forget. No more than a soul in loop can be lost. The loop sustains Alia. All Alia. All. You really believe this? I'm growing tired of your cynicism. I want Rembler found. We have to know what will happen. try my best, Professor. I know you will. I don't trust her, is the thing. I don't trust her. He's seeing you, Alia. Do you believe her, mistress? Do you believe in the loop? What do you think? I have no data, Mrs. November was hiring laborers. And the lady who must be market where surely remembers him. Can be many action hiring from there. What market, mistress? Let's go. Off we go. Off to the market. So we left university. Again. I'd like some inscriptions again soon, please. Alright. Back to the river. I will repair the sheets, mistress. This time is actually the time to go. Oh, the rivers only flow one specific way, which is why we have to do that loop around. I see. That makes sense to me. I could sail forever. Interesting, mistress. Would you sail forever or would you run out of sky? Kinda hoping there was a way to speed it up a little. I guess the dashes help. But I do like this this quiet bit of the game. I mean, the entire game is kind of quiet because it is...
They say on Iox that the rivers flow with the souls of the dead. Anything to scare you to the ground.
Eagle River head continues our destination from here, mistress. Oh, fair enough. How old is the Nightingale, mistress? I'm not sure. Nearly 1,500 years old. Wow. That's holding up surprisingly well then. Cute, I like it. Yeah, I like the game, and I like this part as well. As I've said a couple times now, this really scratches like the historian itch. There's something about the piecing all of the small bits together, trying to understand the whole, which just really works for me. Let us down 6. It's what I look for in detective games as well, and this is essentially a detective game, but instead of trying to find the murder, figure out a murder, you're trying to figure out a language. Trishova Square, Falls, Oroy. There's also a newer game that does...
in the dust, outside the great walls of Elbereth. No one looked up to watch us arrive. The people here only ever look down.
So this is Elbereth. This was your home. I lived here for nearly 20 years. There are places in Catkiss I know every stone. Dream of these alleyways. This way. This is the case to rob a citadel. Mistress, there's only solid rock beyond this door. Ah, I comprehend. It is a hopper. It's one of the oldest things on Elbereth. It works amazingly. I cannot see the eye, mistress. Without a line of sight to the eye, I cannot take us inside. The Elberethians know how to use it. Just say the word. What is the word, mistress? Catchis. Yenuhuake. Oh, there we go. There's a newer game from last year called Chant of Senna that has a similar core gameplay loop with figuring out something, a language like this. We're supposed to be somewhere high up where we were, mistress. Of course we are. We're inside the citadel. This is the main courtyard. The alley is leading off in every direction. It's easy to get lost up here. Which is why I'm immediately walking off into an alley and finding nothing. Why do you leave the doors half open if I'm not allowed to open them? Have you lost robots up here? I lost 3 up here as it happens. But 3 had lost himself long before that. Alright, yeah, that's this way.
On Elbereth, you could buy anything for any purpose.
Strong as oxen. Dependable. Cheap. Mistress? What is this lady selling? It's a word market. Workers. Are you surprised? This is Elbereth. It's about as far from EX as you can go. I cannot be here, mistress. Markets for people, no machines. You're no danger. I am not concerned for myself. My ethical cause is programmed against suffering. It does not differentiate by economic status. Mine is just for same sex. But there's nothing we can do. I'm compelled to expend a considerable number of cycles verifying before I can simply accept it. I'm sorry, sex. I wish I could fix it for you. I really do. What is your ethical core anyway? What good is it? Evidently it is what stopped me from pushing humans off cliffs. Do all robots have cores? They must have cores. Whether or not they are all ethical, I could not say. This turns my stomach too. I might have ended up like this if it hadn't been for Miari. Do you like other Robot 6? I have not spent much time with them. But have you met some? A few. They have always struck me as rather predictable. You lost Travis. I want to ask you about a man named Renba. And you brought a Miyamaki with you. A robot. Here. Don't like robots? Not good at metal things to anyone. Perhaps you're hoping to start a riot. It's useful enough to me. I suppose you think that thing of yours will stop anyone from demanding respect. I don't want any trouble. And what would you bring into my carcass? A kind won't be happy here until the Miyaka can eat. You want to have the robot stick a knife in your belly. It won't be the robots will stick a knife in your belly. Powered cellular. Oh, well, that went well. Yes. I told you I wanted to ask about a man named Rember. I'll talk about my customers. So Rember was a customer. If he was, I wouldn't talk about him. You're not going to help me. If you're looking for work, I will. But you better bring him back fit for work, unlike your friend Rember. I want to talk to the man Rember brought back. You want to hire one of my stock? What's the laborer's name? Whatever you like. How much to ask him some questions? Listen, Saladua. The urchin French shat out my man's arm bone in 100 little bits. Bits are swimming around inside his skin like a hungry magnet. He's never going to work again. Like as lever your last he got thrown himself from me, so pay your dues. No price. Let's see what you brought. I prefer jewelry or weapons. That's too much to ask. The goods are worthless to you. But not to you. I don't have anything for you. A pity. Come back when you're feeling more generous. How's trade today? Wrestling. Oh, well. Fair enough, I didn't want to talk to you either. I will follow, mistress.
Oroi was my oldest friend. We'd grown up in the orphanage together.
How's he doing now?
But I had left Elbereth and she had stayed.
Told Arius Aurois, I think. She's useful. People like to give her space. I have no idea what things do. Aurois always playing around with magnets and wires and things. We're going to poke around a bit in her things. I wonder how business is going. The arms tray look pretty empty. There's an answering clatter from behind the door. What do we do now? Now we wait for Ori to finish whatever she's doing in there. Don't see who we are. Alright. What do you want? Oh. It's you. It's good to see you. It is, isn't it? You're here to dump another broken robot on me? I hope you could fix that robot. Sure. You made out like it was dented, not fried. What's wrong with this one? Nothing yet. Well, I can't wait for you to dump his remains on me. Watch your back, robot. That's my advice. My role is to watch Mistress Alea's back. What do you want, Alea? Having a good day?
We'd been friends. Once.
You definitely don't seem very friendly anymore. How's your family? That's why you came to ask me? Alright. My son is fine. My daughter... That's another story. What happened to your daughter? My daughter thinks she's in love. Is she? She's a child, Alea. How old is she now? What are you doing, 6? You know perfectly well how old she is. And she's not old enough. Did you ever fix that robot I sold you? No. Whatever I'd lost out there, that's really gone. I ended up borrowing a few internals from my collection. Disgusting. Of any machine shop on Catcaps? Talking of business to a competitor? There's a man called Shinichi Rimba. He worked in a machine shop here. That's one, but it closed down years ago. Ran them out of business, I think. The man will be long gone. He is. I found a Rebesque foil hidden in a statue. An old one. Hidden there by someone. You can't get much from a foil on its own. They all work in different ways, depending on where and how they were made. Can you tell me where this one was made? I doubt it. You're the archaeologist. Quite something. Too delicate for Empire work. This is either ancient or was made in an ancient way. The Empire, they carved these things by hand. They were useless. The ancients were better at making foils? Better than the Empire? Of course. How do you think they made so many robots? Empire foils can barely draw a picture. How things here? Oh, enough. In my regards to you, Exelia. Oh, okay. Fair enough. I suppose Aaliyah has not been a particularly good friend to her. The nebulous... Eon, how could you do this to me? The nebulous history is not the only history you're unearthing. We have learned of one new location, an early Empire period meal. Perhaps we should return to the ship now. Let's go out here. Well then. Just teleport out in the middle of a fucking market. Ugh. Oh, I need to stretch. Let me stretch first. My legs in particular are being annoying right now. Okay. Let's get this done with then. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Whew. We did it. Let's go. Let me get some water. We did it. We did indeed do it. Alright. Alright, let's get going. Time to move on. The chocks? What the fuck is a chock? Anyone ship-brained enough to know what a chock is? Can't wake up. Those will stay awake forever, trapped in rivers, formless. It said Sagavan Ghostwake. It said you can hear their helpless cries. I think the site from the mural is nearby. Could be possible? Yeah. I don't know, it's either that or like an asteroid belt. Well, it is a nebula, which is kind of like that. Maybe I just don't know enough about nebulas to actually say if this is a sensible depiction of what a nebula would be. Just move this way. Mistress, there's some kind of ruin some distance away. We do be searching. There it is. The rivers are stronger here, mistress. Fix what happened to the river. I do not know, mistress. We are hardly sailing, but we are moving. The ruins here appear to date from the Holy Empire, mistress.
The robot hoppered away,
Investigate, mistress.
and I was alone. Then it came back.
I recovered a silver flute, embossed with a depiction of a leaf. Wonder how long it's been there. I've seen the markings of this thing before. On the side of my ship. It's been inscribed too. Oh, what? This goes up and down. One is a phrase run together. This is not anything we know, right? We have off. That's it. We have a little... this one, which means on. Rivers of life, we said... oh. It actually goes back. I chose this translation for a reason. See if I can remember what it was. Oh, please go back. But it's cool that I can go back and just change it from here. Now to look out the other ones. It doesn't have anything that seems to have to do with prey, actually. I don't think it's house either, because I think there's another pictograph that indicates this. Maybe it's song? Could be bird as well. It's on the side of the ship too. The bird makes sense. The bird of what? I don't see a lot. I see this thing from prey. I see that thing from rivers. That's about it. Don't have a lot. This eye thing is something that goes again. Here's try. Bird of... could be House of Songbird. Bird of Heaven, maybe? Maybe this thing has something to do with heaven. Let's try it. Bird of Heaven. I think that's right. I think it comes from where we are after. Must be nearly there. This will make the exact spot we're going to Jesus locate. Uh-oh. We're saving normally once more. Ooh, kinda. We are swerving quite a bit. This is apart from the water. Seems to have not been down either of these paths before, mistress. Oh, there's something over there. Oh, we can't go there. Maybe we can if we... ah, we can move around here. Maybe that's where we came from? I am a little confused. We're still looking around, right? Yeah, we found a couple things. Couple unexplored ruins back there, that way. There's actually so much stuff here to find. It's insane. Which way, 6? This way, I think. I do not know, mistress. Where are we going back now? Going back around this loop here. I'll try to see if I can find the house that we passed by a bit ago. There's something here. Set of a Nightingale 6. Let's have a look around. Never mind, I found the thing we were looking for. Somehow if you just rotate around enough. The last emperor had drawn a map to this place, but why? Easy, yeah, exactly. Ooh, this is pretty.
Of all the sites I travelled to with the robot, most of them seemed lost, abandoned. But this one felt like it had been hidden.
However, still light in those lamps. How much further? Not far, mistress. The path turns here. If you look back and literally see the ship. The lanterns are still burning, 6. The people here? There's only one living person of this moon, mistress. You. Like... Trees. Lots of them. Growing from fissures in the rock, mistress. The roots will eventually split the slope below us. This whole side will subside. Something extra, this one. Okay, we got some stuff that's recurring. The start of a fragment of text. Not forever, right there. But that thing can live. I believe you are correct with live, mistress. And forever as well. I'm convinced of forever as well. Maybe dead live forever? We've got this thing here, which is in holy. But that thing in home. It definitely is either strong or dead live forever. But I think that's giving me against. Sometimes 6 just does that in the background with no warning, and I get taken by it. I think that makes the most sense for me right now. Does dead live forever work? I have no idea what it means. Perhaps this place is a mausoleum? Perhaps. But that is a strong inference from a single tree, mistress. That is very true. I don't think I'm right about that one. I think it might be dead live forever, but yeah, 6 is a little creepy. A little creepy robot boy. Pretty... Very Talos principle. Awaken the waters. It could have been built yesterday. There's something worked into the stone. Beneath the ivy. Another fragment. This is fractured. That one is new. It does have the home thing. Dead? Something of death. Of dead. I have my translation for dead. Oh well, we were right about that then. Temple maybe? I think it's something to do with the house, because this one is in home as well. But it could be garden, because that thing looks like it could be... And there's no holy thing, so I think actually garden of dead. Makes sense. Graveyard? It must have been important. Must have been for important people. Bit of an influence as well. You slip this way, I think. I most certainly cannot. You don't think you can make it? If I were to topple Mistress, it's not as though I could grab onto something to save myself. Fair point. But what's another dead robot? You already killed the couple. Main gate. Rangers never had the foresight to leave the doors unlocked. What kind of courtyard? A horned statue. Washing over the dead? No good. No, Mistress. I do not believe there's a keyhole. No keyhole? How do people get in? It may function like a gate on Elbreth, Mistress. Maybe a passway or some other mechanism. Careful now, Leia. There's always a way in. If it works, it works.
The wind died.
So still. There you are, Mistress. How did you do that? Did you tunnel your way in? There is a hopper eye above the far passageway. I was able to create a light of sight to it and enter via refraction. Evidently a large sight, Mistress.
The smell of flowers flooded the misty air.
What kind of place has a hopper instead of a door? A palace, Mistress. Or a prison. This is no prison. I would have to agree. Did this gate ever open? There are no hinges. Decorative gate. Oh, fair enough. I guess I've seen weirder. I wonder who she is. She seems sad. Not see any inscriptions to tell us. It's weeping and beckoning. I've got it. The death goddess. Welcoming people to the afterlife. This place is a graveyard. Well, that makes sense. We are kind of jumping to conclusions, but I guess that's the conclusion sensible to make from what we've seen. Why is the goddess in carpet? Hi, Mistress. Death doesn't care what you look like. Doesn't need to see. It is hard to understand the context of this goddess is very, very old. Blocked. Or blocked with rubble. You could spend years clearing and restoring a place like this. But what was such an effort achieve? This one's definitely stuck. The tree is demolished the corridor beyond. The same phase will eventually overtake this palace, Mistress. Perhaps we could finish the explanation before that happens. This whole place is incredible. Perfect. Obviously, it's more than 500 years old. This must have been a stray seed once, nothing more. Now look at it. It'll bring the whole place down in the end. The tree is a creature like any other. Slow, but ultimately self-interested. Fair enough, 6. Fair enough. A bit of a look around. But I do not have any friendship for other readers, if that's what you mean. Would you like some friends? You could set up a playdate. I am quite content, Mistress. A robot playdate, that would be hilarious. Mostly worn away. Almost all worn away. I can't get anything from it. What do you make of it, 6? There really was a lot of writing here once, Mistress. A whole chronicle, perhaps. But I believe some characters can still be seen. Oh, that's a long one. This one is a broken piece from an even longer phrase. Nothing. We have nothing to decode that, huh? What's this? There's something here. Brass engraved with glyph. Dating from at least the earliest Empire period. I don't recognize the face. No emperor I know. No inscriptions on the edge. Still, I don't think I've seen anything equivalent to this coin before. Which means it must have originated on a site that's entirely new to us. Interesting. Okay. More stuff to find. I like that it's a kind of a treasure hunt. We'll find some more robots on Eox. It's not like you to fraternize with other humans. Very similar, perhaps. It's just, I do not wish to discuss this further. Would you like? I appreciate your understanding, mistress. Thank you. We can get through here. That's enough. A greenhouse? The tree sticking out of the roof. It's amazing what place is still standing. Looks like a jungle in there. Very worn and mossed environment. Narrow gallows side. So I don't want. Let's see. Stuck. Stuck. Why is every door in this place stuck? So do we turn back now? Go home? Clearly more to find here. I do not suppose you're genuinely interested in my opinion. That's fair. Maybe we can squeeze through here. Might be another door at the back. Perhaps, mistress, but I will not fit. Then try not to rust out here. Won't be long. Mistress. We made 6 sad. There's rivers. So many thorns. Not going back that way if I can help it.
The air inside the glass house was damp.
Butterfly.
It smelt like fruit and warm water.
Just hope my shoulder doesn't go through. Oh, well. Eh. Mistress, I found a way. So I see. That's so many doors in this place. That's the first one I've managed to open. I see you are still undamaged yourself, mistress. Come on. Have an actual look around. Oh shit, I'm pretty much near ending time. Still flowing. After all this time. Thought it would be clogged with moss and dirt. It is constantly being washed by the water, mistress. The air's warm. Great statement, thank you very much. Anything in here at all? Oh, we just... This is quite the collection, mistress. These plants must have been assembled. We go close up. Very beautiful. Another one of those moondials, sundials. Really found nothing here so far, huh? Other than the coin. Right, what's the save just now? Alright, let's call it then. It's been a fun stream. I really enjoy this game. This is like my specific niche. This is just something that that piques my specific brain. So I'm happy I started to play it. It might not be the most interesting stream game around, but you know, I enjoy it, so who cares? Alright, let's find someone to raid. Let's see who's on. Oh, it's so weird to do these outros by myself now. Let's send you the way of. Oh. Don't forget to show the outro scene. Thank you very much. This one. There you go. Oh. Are you close to finishing?
Not.
Thank you for the nod, Ian. Very useful, very useful. Probably close to finishing up, I have no doubt. Maybe not. Let's just throw you the way of Ing then. They are just starting their stream now anyway, so it is the classic. I need more people, friends streaming this hour. It always ends up being the same, like 3 people. But it is what it is. There we go. We're sending you over to Ing. Say hi to them. And I hope you enjoyed the stream. And thank you so much to Trex for the gifted sub. I really did not expect it. I hope you all have a great day, and I'll see you again on the weekend with more of this game. Alright, goodbye now. Bye.